too. A little bit.
That's the one thing, like this car is pretty damn clean. So my dad did a nice job of cleaning everything up because that's what he did for a living, and metal cleaning, but
I was gonna say, everything is like really nicely coated.
So
like really nice. Like I remember on my Cougar, I just like couldn't get stuff clean enough. Where this thing is like, you could eat off this thing really. Maybe you might want to take off some of the dust, but dude, there's no grease or anything like that on here.
You know, I've learned to embrace the whole like, dude. You know, some people value their car too much, and I get it. There's a place for that, right? If you got like a super rare car. But I like enjoying them, dude, and I'm not that person. It's like, dude, I'm not gonna go out of my way to park all the way at the back of the parking lot.
Yeah.
You know, it gives me something else to do. But I guess if I had to pay like over $10,000 for body work, I'd probably be protective too.
Yeah.
So I kind of take it for granted a little bit.
Right. Like you're just used to that.
Oh my god, dude! I actually see the original blue on this block.
Yeah.
This block was blue at one point. There's a story on this engine too. There's a story on everything. I bought this engine back in like 2008. This engine was destined for the Cutlass, and there's a local racer who had this short block already built for a project that never happened. And he's like, if you want it $700, it's fresh, and then you can put your older heads and it'll bump up the compression, so you'll have like almost 9-to-1. And I'm like, cool. And this was the first engine in the car. And first time out at the track, it actually ran a 13. And he's like, he happened to be there that day at the track. And he's like, you're actually doing pretty good for like a know-nothing motor. So this motor has been quite the reliable power plant for both cars. All right, so now we got the two top bolts, which I will do when the car is back down. But I have to make sure, see, this is where I have to pick a plan, whether I'm going to take the engine out with the trans. I know I mentioned in the other video, I don't like doing it that way. But I'm considering it just because it's a little less time consuming. But it's a double-edged sword. You have to fight and balance, and he's filming, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the engine and then I'm remove the trans after, because I still have the lines down there connected to the trans.
For what, the cooler?
Yeah, which it just runs into the radiator, and this one doesn't have an independent one. But lucky for me, I upgraded to AN lines. So for anybody who is planning on doing any work, go AN fittings. You will love life. So it's a little, you know, even if you get the cheap Summit, Jegs brand, whatever, put AN fittings in your transmission. It makes life easier when you have to remove it. You don't have to worry about like a stupid flare and stripping the nut. They always get stuck, and I don't care how good you are. There is not one flare fitting that you will not fight after it's been installed for the first time. Second time around, you're going to strip it. Don't care. So I think I'm going to loosen up the cross member bolts and the mount bolts. And I think I have to grab the right socket, because I know that I got 9/16 in the cross member, and I think the trans mount is 5/8. I'm grabbing 11/16 too, because sometimes my eyes can deceive me. So we'll do that, and the car will be ready to get loaded down. And I think I'm going to need my PP pen, because the lines are probably going to leak fluid.
Oh.
Trust